everyone, Michael here from Sao Paulo. I wanted to just do a quick video today to show you these adorable little Easter baskets. I was working on these eggs about 2 weeks ago, different ways of making Easter eggs, but these are actually real eggs that I drilled a hole in the bottom. And I was looking for a basket to put them in, and I was looking online, and all I kept coming up with were these boring four-sided baskets. And then I saw on ScorePal's blog this basket, which I really liked a lot better because of this, the way the paper folds. You kind of get more of a basket effect rather than just a plain old four-sided basket. And I spoke to Diana Crick, the owner of ScorePal, and asked if I could use this on my blog to go with these eggs that I'm making. And she said, go ahead. Being in Brazil, everything here is in metric. And unfortunately, I do not have a metric ScorePal yet. I will in about 2 weeks. But I wanted to jump on the bandwagon to show you guys how to make this in metric. I'll be doing another video for the US measurements. And then I'm going to be doing separate videos on how to make Easter eggs using all these great mediums. This is Viva Decor's 3D stamping paint. This one here is Stampendous. They're stamping, embossing enamels. Really, really cool. I have some Easter eggs done with glimmer mists and Diane Reevely sprays. And this one is basically just a pigment ink with the clear Versamark to give that shiny coat. And this egg I actually drilled 2 holes, one on the top, one on the bottom, because I'm going to thread some ribbon through here if you want to hang it up on an Easter egg tree or something. So let me start by showing you how to do the basket. And it's really, really easy. There's going to be a template up on the blog also. So let me tell you what you need to get started. You're going to need a piece of, I would use cardstock. Paper I think is a little too thin, so I would go for a little bit heavier weight cardstock. You're going to need it in 27 centimeters by 27 centimeters. Okay, you're going to need something for the handle, so I actually use a piece of this cardstock, which I cut from a 12 by 12 or 30 by 30 piece of scrapbook paper, and there's another piece that I'm adding to it, so I'm using a green solid cardstock. But you can use a matching color to whatever paper you're using. You're going to need a die, a punch. You don't want one of those punches that just punches a border on your paper. You want a punch that's going to punch out the whole strip. So in this case, I'm using Martha Stewart's Diamond Fence Trim. You'll get a full cutout rather than attached to your border. Another really nice die to use on this would be the doily lace trim, because you get the full piece when you cut it out. It's not stuck to your paper. You're going to need a corner rounder for the handle. You're going to need 4 brads or eyelets for the handle. You'll need some kind of adhesive for the paper. I really recommend ScorePal's double-sided tape, the score tape. I don't have any here at the moment, and to make sure that this goes a lot faster, I'm just going to use some diamond glaze for demonstration purposes. I'm using a Xyron Create a sticker for the handle, which I'll show you later. You'll need something to get the brads to the paper, so I suggest a paper piercer or a crocodile, which is fine, and I believe that's everything. I don't have a metric ScorePal. Like I said, I'll have one in about 2 weeks. So for this demonstration purposes, I'm using a self-healing cutting mat, a ruler, a bone folder, and I'm going to use a knife. So let's get started. You want a piece of paper 27 by 27 centimeters. And what you want to do is, and it's really, really easy. I would pretend that I'm using a score pal, and you're going to score at the 9 centimeter from top to bottom. Then you're going to move over and you're going to score at the 18 centimeter top to bottom. Then you want to turn your paper 90 degrees, and you're going to score again at the 9 centimeter from top to bottom, and then again at the 18 centimeter top to bottom. Okay. And then I would just fold over your pieces and use a bone folder just to make sure everything is scored really well. Okay, then what you want to do, put your paper back into its original position, okay? And let's see if I can show this to you here. You basically have a score line here at the 9 centimeter mark going from right to left. You have another one here at the 18 centimeter going from right to left. And you have it on the other way also. For this part, you're going to score and cut from the top just to this first scored line at 9 centimeters. And you're going to score and cut at the 3 centimeter mark, then at the 6 centimeter mark, and at the 9 centimeter mark you have already scored the first time, so here you're just going to cut from the top down to that first score line, which will be at your 9 centimeter mark. Then you want to go down here. This is going to be the 18 centimeter mark, score and cut from the top to that first score line. Then at the 21 centimeter, then at the 24, okay, you're going to end up with 6 pieces, 3 on this side and 3 on this side. They're going to be 3 centimeters each. Then what you want to do is turn your paper around and do the same exact thing. So you're going to score and cut at your 3 centimeter, right down to that first score line, then at your 6, then at your 9, then you're going to come over to the 18 centimeter, the 21 centimeter, and the 24 centimeter. Okay, and your paper is going to, basically you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 9 by 9 centimeter blocks, and the 4 corners you're going to have 3 strips here. Okay. Now what you want to do, in this box here and in this box here, okay, you want to find the center. So these are 9 centimeters. Actually, it's easier if you turn this over. Okay. So in this box here and in this box here, you want to find your center, which would be 4.5 centimeters. This box and this box. What I do is I just put a little mark at the 4.5 centimeter part, center of the box. Same thing on the bottom. And then using a ruler and a craft knife, you want to take your, you want to line up that dot you just made here. Let's see if I can come a little closer here. So this is a dot I made at the 4.5 centimeter mark, and this is the corner of your box, and you just want to slice that down and remove that. And then you want to do the same thing on this side. You'll end up with a triangle. Turn it around. You do the same thing on the other side. paper is going to basically look like that at the moment. Okay. Now, for the two flaps on either side of the triangle, on the top and the bottom, you want to remove maybe about 1 centimeter. So I flip up the two sides, I flip up the center, lay your ruler across, and I would just slice off those 4 tabs. And then again, on the other side, lift up your 2 corner pieces and your middle triangle, lay the ruler down, and just cut those off. Okay. So the 4 end flaps are regular. The 2 on each side, you've taken off that 1 centimeter, and then you have your triangle pieces in the middle. Okay, now comes the fun part, putting this whole thing together. What I like to do is, you're going to be gluing the 2 end pieces, the longer pieces, together, and then you're going to be pulling these other flaps up here so that you get that basket weave effect. What I like to do is pull this triangle piece up first, and I just like to play around with this to make sure that the papers, the flaps that you're using, are not going to buckle. You may also need to trim these as you go along, but as you can see, this is going to lay really nicely. So this is about 2 centimeters. So I'm just going to put some. This is where you would put the score tape, the double-sided tape. This diamond glaze dries just a little bit too quickly. Okay. And you're going to glue the top flap, the right flap, to the left. So it basically looks like this. And you have your other 4 flaps here. Okay. Then you're going to put some glue on the back of this next flap, and you're going to pull it up so that it sits like this. Hope you guys can see this. And then the next flap on the right side. So now you have something like this. And then the last 2 flaps. Okay. So you have something like this with the basket weave effect. Now you're going to take your triangle piece here, and you're just going to pull it up. You're going to cover it here. And what I do is I just put some glue here, and then just fold the top piece over. Oh, something else you're going to need. You're going to need an oval punch. Or a circle punch, actually, whichever one you want. And then same thing on this side. You're going to redo the other side. I'm coming in about 2 centimeters. And you just pull these up here like this. Whatever you did on the other side, you're just going to repeat on the flip side to form the basket. So again, you have your basket weave effect. Just put some score tape or glue on the edge of your triangle, and you just fold it over like that. Okay, now we need to, let me just run and get okay, we're going to get, okay, using your, the solid green, or whatever solid color you have, punch out 2 either circles, or I like to use the oval, and I'm using here an oval scallop. You can also use nestabilities. That's another option. Fold these in half. These are going to hide where you just glue down the papers. Okay, so you fold those in half, and then these are going to be glued to where your handle is going to be, and you're going to be hiding where all the folds have glued. Okay, can you see that here? Everything on this camera is upside down. So again, I'm just going to apply some score tape or whatever glue you're using. Doesn't have to be oval. You can use a diamond shape if you want, or if you have a funky kind of shape, you can use those also. But you want to use something that's big enough to hide where all these papers are coming together, where all the sides are coming together. Okay, so I mean that's the basic frame of the basket. I think it's really cute. Okay, now using your punch out. This is the, what am I using here? The diamond fence trim. Okay, you're just going to punch out 12-inch piece, go all the way down. I've already punched one out here. Okay. I also, from using the 12 by 12 paper, I had a little strip left. This was, I trimmed this to 3 centimeters. I think it was about 3.5 centimeters. I just trimmed off 1/2. And what I'm going to do is, using the Xyron sticker machine, I'm going to run this through and just glue the border punch right onto that piece of border here. You can also use glue if you want, but because this is so detailed, you have to work a little bit quickly if you're going to use the glue. Okay. So I just ran this through the sticker machine, and we're just going to lay this down here and go right over the strip that you have. This strip is 30 by 3 centimeters. Okay. Now, using your corner rounder, round off each corner here on the strip. Just makes it nice and cleaner. Okay, so you have this strip for the handle. So this is going to go here, and it's going to come around here for your handle. So now I like to glue down the edge of each side of the handle, and then I'll add the brads to give it some little dimension here. So I'm just going to glue that here. Glue this on that side. Again, square tape works fantastic. Okay, now since I have these little green brads. You can use one, you can use two. I think I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put one here and one here. So I just made a little notation with the pen where I'm going to put it, just to make it look cute. And I'm going to go in with the crocodile. Just punch 2 holes. You can use a paper piercer. This is just faster. Okay, then they're coming out. Okay. And then just put the brads in, fold them over. I wanted to use pink, but they only had 3 in the packaging, not 4. These are Watercolor Bright Circle brads by Making Memories. They come 52 a pack, but only 3 pink. So then you have your brads on the side. And that is basically it. Again, let's see, where's the... This is one that I did using the doily lace trim on some paper. Here I used some eyelets in place of the brads. Right here. This one I just basically used a strip of the paper without any of them, but here's 2 little purple brads, and here I used a smaller scalloped edge. And that's it. And then you just fill your Easter basket up with eggs and give it to someone. But I honestly think this is just, look at how those edges come really nicely. Well, I hope you liked it. Again, I'll do one in the probably in the English sizes, but you could also find that on the ScorePal blog, which will be linked in here. And check back again. I'm going to start doing some videos on how I did the eggs. Okay? Thanks a lot, guys. Leave comments. If you want, send me an email. It's worldofmichaeltrent.blogspot.com, and you can email me at michaeltrent@gmail.com. Thanks. Take care.